Okay guys, band 8 of our tree, we will now be chaining 10, which is 2 less than the last band. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's join this up here, make our loop. Alright, so chain up 1, and now we are going to single crochet in each stitch around to make a single crochet row. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So then you join up with our first stitch. Okay, now chain 1 and then just do another row of single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flip that around, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one is 10. Okay, so just join that up. Whoops. There we go. So there's our little bitty ring now. So round 3, you will chain up 1. Now you're going to single crochet in the first 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now the next one is going to get your 2 stitches. Okay, then now what you'll do is repeat that. Okay, so single crochet in the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That will bring you to your last stitch, which you will put 2 in that one. Alright, so then you will join up at this point. So that is the completion of that 3rd row. Now row 4, chain up 1, single crochet in that stitch, chain 2, and single crochet. Just like the last band, you will do the same process. Single crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, and single crochet for our ruffle row. So you will repeat that. Single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And just do this all the way around. And just like I said, this pattern, I think a lot of my followers got to looking at this pattern and just really thought it was going to be complicated. This pattern is very, very simple. I'm sure that once you've seen the tutorial, you're going to be like, wow, I had no idea this pattern was this simple. But very beautiful pattern. I'm very happy to be doing it, and a lot of my beginner followers are going to be very happy to do this as well. Okay, so basically just keep doing this all the way around. Got one more here. And then just lock it into that first one. And that's it for that one. See how much tinier that is? So finish that off. And that one really ended quickly. Okay? So there is your finished band 8. Alright guys, last band here. All we're going to do is chain up 4. Alright? Then we're going to join just like normal. Okay, so make sure you find your gap here. You're going to chain up 1, and all you're going to do is do 6 single crochet in the ring. Okay, make sure you're working over your tail. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You pull your tail there. Okay, so what you're going to do then is you're going to join up into that first stitch. Alright, and pull your tail. Now, for the second round, chain up 1. You're going to single crochet in the first 2 stitches. So the one you're in, you want to single crochet, and the second one, single crochet. The next one will get 2 stitches. Okay, single crochet in the next one, and single crochet in the next one. The next one will get 2. Oops. Okay, and that should give you 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you want to join up. Okay, so that gives you 8 stitches. Now round 3, chain 1, and you're going to single crochet in the first 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and then you could do 2 stitches in the next one. So 1 and 2, and then single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to do 2 in the next. 1 and 2. Okay, and then you're going to join. Okay, so that gives you a total of 10. And now what you're going to do is round 4, you want to chain up 1, and you're going to single crochet in that same stitch, chain 2, and go back into that same one and single crochet, just like we've been doing. And you'll do that all the way around. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, all in the same stitch. Single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and just work that around. This is your band 9. And again, you should have a total of 10 stitches that you're doing this row with. And you do not need a hole in the center of this here. This is actually going to be the top of the tree. And I will show you this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now you're just going to join. You've got to have 10 of these, so you just join that. And then what you're going to do is finish that off and pull that through. Okay, so this is your band 9, and I will be back with you to do the topper. Okay guys, we are on the final point of the designing the actual bands. This is the topper, so what we're going to do is chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So let's join to the first stitch. So pull through and through. Make sure that you find your center point here of the circle right here. So chain 1, Okay, and now what you're going to do is you're going to do a single crochet in the first, or I'm sorry, you're going to do 6 single crochet in the ring, okay? So working over that tail again, so you want to do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so then you want to join up into that first stitch we did, and you have a circle. Now you want to chain 1, and then you want to do a single crochet in the first 2. So 1 and 2. The next stitch gets 2. So 1 and 2. Single crochet in each of the next 2. So 1, 2. Okay, and then you're going to do 2 in the next. So 1 and 2. Okay, then you'll join up here in the beginning stitch, just like before. Okay, so that gives you 8 stitches. Round 3, you want to chain up 1, and you're going to single crochet around in each stitch, so you should have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Join up. Now round 4 is a chain 1. Then you're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in each stitch. So single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Actually, go ahead and flip that out. Single crochet in the next one, chain 2, and single crochet, all in the same stitch. And then you'll just do that around. So single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Okay, all the way around, just like we've been doing. And this is the topper part, so this of course is going to be the very top part of the tree. This will be the last piece that you apply to your tree. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do one more here. You make sure. Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, no more. Actually, you have 8, so you want to join up now with the very first one. Okay? So now once you have it looking like that, you want to finish off, separate that yarn, and pull that through, and your topper is now complete. Okay? So now what we're going to do is I am going to weave in all of my ends, and I will do that, and once I have completed that part I will be back and we will start assembling our tree. Okay guys, we are at the point that we will start assembling the tree. So what you will need at this point is you're going to need whatever cone that you decided to work with. You're going to need band 1, which is going to be just your band piece, and this is where your pins came in handy, the ones that you needed that are It's easier to operate with the ones that are different colors, that have the different heads on them, that are different colors, because if you're doing a red tree, they have a red head on them. That way they won't be shown. If you're using the green like I did originally, they have a green head, and this time I'm using white, so they have a white head. Sorry for the light, you can't really see that good. That way it covers itself up. And to be honest with you, the only place that I used the pins was on this particular piece. And as you go through, you can do it as you see fit. But I did use one on the very top. There's only certain places that I found I needed them. So what you're going to do, and this will make a little bit of noise, so just to warn you. So you take the band and you start at the top. And like I said, if you want to spray paint this white to cover up some of the green, you can. So what you do is you just start working this band down, and you get it even with your cone to where the cone doesn't show at the bottom. Okay, and then you take your pins here, and then you just kind of work around to where you're piecing them together. And I'm trying not to come out of my camera here, but just bear with me. But then you just start putting your pins in here so that this doesn't slide, because it's very important that the bottom stay covered. So you just space your pins out. Then that way it holds this in place. And see, that's why I tell you that it's important to get the pins with the heads on them that match. That way you really don't notice that. Especially if you're giving it as a gift. You know, you don't want the heads to stick out. You don't, and the heads also act, well, not act, but they make sure that, well, if you use the regular silver ones, there's nothing for it to hold on to. So anyway, that holds that into place there, and makes it a little bit more sturdy. And see, you don't really see much of it there. So anyway, so that is your first step. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to take your second piece, and I have all my ends trimmed in, and then you're going to work it the same way. So then you'll work it and take this down, and you will just have to work your bands until they're evenly spaced. So then I've got that down to where, you know, I'll work it. If it needs to be readjusted, I can do that a little bit as I go. So that's band 2, and these are not going to go anywhere, so I really didn't feel the need to really have to pin it. And if I feel like at the end of placing these I need to pin them, then I'll do so. Okay, so then that's band 2. So then you move to band 3. So then you take it and you push it down, and you do have to stretch them a little bit because they have stretch to them, which is why I felt like they fit good enough on their own that I didn't really have to pin them. So then band 2 is on, simple. Or band 3, I'm sorry. So band 4, you do the same process. Okay, you take it, you scooch it down, and you see how well the ruffles start working together. Okay, so band 5, pull it down in place. And like I say, just based on your space here, you'll have to just readjust and readjust and readjust. So you just keep layering your bands. Okay, next band. I think this is band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some of them are tight based on your stitching. So just work it the best that you can work it. And like I say, it makes a little crackling noise, so don't worry, you're doing fine. See? Just like building a little skirt. And you might want to stretch it out a little bit before you get it on there. So band 7. So just keep working it. Okay. Alright, so this is what you have so far. It's beautiful. Band 8 gets a little tight, so I just work it with my fingers. Pull it down. Okay. And band 9 is just a little different. It just kind of folds over. Okay, not so much a hole, but it does have a little bit of a hole in there. If you look and see what I'm saying, it just kind of folds down over it like a netting. Okay, and now you start to look at your tree. You want to make sure that everything is covered. Okay, because you need to kind of start flaring it out and make sure that everything's even, like you don't have no big gaps. And if you do, you need to work with it. Okay, just like this. And then you want to take your topper, which is this piece, and you don't want a hole in that. Okay, so your topper at this point is where you want to take a pin. You can take any color pin. If you wanted to make a topper, if you wanted to like use a regular silver pin, you could do that, whatever. But this pin, like if you wanted to use a red one and make that your little topper, that's fine. But technically I'm going to use another white one, only because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big bead on top of mine, like I did here on my green one. See this right here? And then I'll put that on top. So what I did is I got my glue gun out, okay? And this is the bead I've chosen. It's silver. So what I did is, actually I need to get my, I'm digging through these pins here. So what you need to do is go through the top with your pin, and you need to push down and stabilize that. And if that's not good enough, which it's not, then that's where you need to take a couple of your pins and kind of go around that a little bit. You may want to go kind of underneath it so that you're not seeing that flatten out. So then if you do that, you can pretty much see that that holds it in place. Go underneath it a little bit, and then it holds it in place just like that. Okay, so then what I did with my bead is I used my glue gun, put glue on the top, and I put my nice bead on top of that, just like that. And then what I did is I just decorated from there. So, you know, again, you just situate your ruffles, and sometimes I get to playing with mine and resituate, resituate. Got my tongue tied. But, you know, you just play around with it until you get the ruffles like you want them. And to be honest with you, your little fir trees and things like that, they're always callywampoused, and they're all out of sorts anyway by nature. So just keep that in mind. They're not meant to be perfectly designed, you know. So anyway, so that's the way that they are. That's the way that they're meant to be. Okay, so that is pretty much it, other than just decorating your tree the way that you would like to decorate it. That's totally up to you, or you can take yarn and use as garland and string inside and out of the ruffles, and it makes for an absolutely beautiful design. So you may want to keep that in mind as you're doing your tree. So anyway, this is the fir trees, and these are by Red Heart. And I will leave the link below as always. And that is the end of this pattern and this tutorial. And I hope you guys have enjoyed doing this as much as I have. And until next video, guys, happy hooking. Thanks for watching.